I'm sliding on a piece of plastic I ride. Use water, water when you go slide. Really, use water when you go slide. This holiday season, why not give the gift of the slippery when wet slip and slide? The only Bon Jovi themed slip and slide. Hi, my name is Hank Frail. You know, people have been loving our Bon Jovi themed slip and slides, but they're still not understanding. You gotta put water on them. If not, you're just sliding on a piece of plastic, and that leads to injuries. That leads to contusions. That leads to concussions. So you gotta remember, we didn't install those little speakers at the end of the slip and slide that only play Bon Jovi's hit album, Slippery When Wet, just for the hell of it. It's reminding you, this thing is only slippery when wet. If it ain't wet, it's a death trap. So remember, when you get a slippery when wet slip and slide for your kitty for this holiday season, use water. You don't need them running, sliding, hitting the bump, and taking a dive in right into death. The Slippery When Wet Slip and Slide, available at Valmart, and the water at your house.
The Val Verde Couple Days Before Christmas Annual Christmas Parade, live on 108.9 The Hog. Now, let's send the signal down to Whisp Turlington and Geoff the Angry Man Garlock.
Well, everybody, welcome out here to Hog Street. We're down here for the annual Val Verde Couple Days Before Christmas Parade. And my God, would you look at all the people out here today, Geoff?
I'm astounded.
Would you look at all the people here today, Geoff?
I'm looking. I'm seeing all the people, and it's blowing my mind. Feels like everybody in Val Verde turned out for the parade. Legally, they had to, of course.
You legally have to do it. Mayor Lee Roth has his own, you know, some people say Gestapo.
Some people
I say Gestapo because he calls it a Gestapo.
He calls it Gestapo. It's mostly California girls.
It is.
It's a bunch of bikini girls.
Of bikini girls.
They are freezing their butts off. If you ask me.
Are they? They are so. They walk up to you and there's nothing threatening whatsoever. They're just like, I'm so cold.
So cold.
I'm just so cold.
It's just the coldest Gestapo you've ever seen.
Oh, but isn't that the holiday spirit, folks? We're down here right in front of Pizza Emporium. So if you do see us out here, we got a little table set up. We got a
right
nice
in front
little,
of the door. You can't actually
right
get
in front
into
of the door.
Pizza Emporium.
Nope. You have to move your chair anytime somebody wants to get in. So, Geoff, this little kid right here.
Oh, my God.
Cute kid. Go in
Cute
there.
kid, but this is like the 5th time he's come in. I don't know how many goddamn slices this kid needs, but...
Can I come through a kid?
Yes, you can. Yes,
Yes,
hold on.
you can come through. Jeff will move.
We gotta lock it up
Scooch.
after a little while. If you a kid, you don't need any more pizza. I'll tell you, that's my holiday gift
Lock
to you.
it up. Speaking of locking it up. No pizza. We do have the fabulous Thunderbirds Shipping Company over there. They've got their table set up. Welcome, gentlemen.
And they are shipping out pizzas from Pizza Emporium to anywhere in the country.
Anywhere in the country.
And their guarantee, it will not be frozen when it shows up. So you better eat it quick, because it could cause some rumblies in the bumblies, if you know what I mean.
Oh, my God. And
speaking of rumble in the bumble, the Jethro Tull style pizza.
In the bumble.
You know, everyone's been talking about
right.
Detroit-style pizza, Cincinnati-style pizza.
Detroit-style pizza.
I like Tull-style pizza, all right?
All we are saying is give Jethro Tull Pizza a chance. That's right. We're doing it down here. It is the annual 2 days before Christmas parade celebration, and you're listening to it live right here on your choice for rock. God damn it, Val Verde 108.9 The Hawk.
And this is when the Christmas season really kicks in, 2 days before. You know,
2 days.
You got your Christmas. That's for the basics.
You got it.
All right.
Basics.
You got your Christmas Eve. That's for the Catholics. 2 days before,
I
that's
hope you're
for the
listening, Catholics.
Verdians.
That is for the Verdians. 2 days before. But we're not trying to say if you're Catholic, don't listen to 108.9 The Hawk. You should be listening to 108.9 The
In
Hawk.
church.
We are for all religions.
And I've been, I talked to Pastor John. And are they pastor? And
oh,
now
really?
I'm realizing maybe it's because I've been talking to Pastor John. I don't think there are pastors in Catholicism.
There are no pastors in Catholicism.
Well, whenever I've been telling Pastor
priest,
John, you got to play
father.
108.9 The Hawk during services on Christmas Eve, and he keeps just giving me a thumbs up.
Yep.
And now I'm realizing that's why they're not playing it in the Catholic Church.
Well, it's because they're always filming episodes of Pastor John, the only Catholic pastor reality show
My
on Channel
God.
8. Your home for great shit. And, of course, the Channel 8 float should be coming by here anytime. Literally, no floats or anything have come by yet.
No, I mean, if I was guessing, and I don't want to guess, but I'm going to guess.
Is this a guess?
Wait, can you play my bed for?
No,
is
we do
this a
not
guess?
have.
We don't have
no
beds.
beds
Oh,
for that.
My God,
we do
Scotty.
not have beds
My
for
God.
that, Scotty.
Well,
you should
just
have
like
done
we
that,
don't
my
have
God.
beds, we apparently don't have floats. Because if I had to guess, this parade wasn't set up this year, but it just
I don't
feels
think
like
it really
everyone's
was.
ready for it.
Feels like this was rushed.
Feels a little
It feels
rushed.
like this was just like everyone's just like, well, no, we'll do it. We got to do it. It's 2 days before Christmas.
Everyone's got the burden, and now we're not
Man.
talking about Eric Burden, of course.
Oh, we're not talking about Eric Burden, who was on the Geoff and Whisp show this morning, and my God, when he walked in, I was like, wait a second. Is this Eric Burden from the Animals, or is this Van Morrison? Because they look exactly the same. They both look very well worn. Road worn.
And let's
if you know
just
what I mean.
leave it at that because I know
Like
exactly
they still
what
go
you
to their
mean.
they still go to their shows in the back of an old 1960s van, just like, when are we going to get there, man?
Oh my
And it's
God.
like, whoa, chill out there, Van Morrison.
You've never
Where's your
seen
Irish
someone that
accent?
leathered. You've never
Oh
seen
my
someone that
Christ.
leathered. My God.
Leathered. Hey, and if you want to be that leathered, head on down to Val Verde's only tanning bed salon, Leathers. It is one of the best one, and they have a tanning salon. They have one of those tanning beds where you put those weird glasses on where you have a little pupil going
Yes.
through, and you get in there with 18 of your closest friends, and they crank that up to the max. We're talking solar flare. We're talking the sun
Sunspot.
has exploded.
My God.
We are talking you are outside of the air part
The
of
new
Total
mutant
Recall.
member, Sunspot, would be like too hot for my blood in here.
Oh, thank God we're talking X-Men, because I did hear that the X-Men 97 float will be coming down today sometime.
Gonna be
Any
fantastic.
minute
I think it's
now.
going to be followed by the New Mutants float, which is,
Oh,
of course, just
please.
off of the movie version.
The
Not
movie
anything
version
by
that
Chris
nobody
Claremont
wa-
or
I didn't
the.
even watch that. I didn't even watch it.
Well, that's why
I
the
didn't-
float's going to be so good, because I heard they're just going to be playing the movie, streaming on it. And it's going to
Oh,
stop
see-
for 98 minutes, and we're all just going to watch the movie.
I thought that they were going to have all of my favorite New Mutants. And just like waving and throwing candy and little things for the children.
Tell me some
But
of your
no.
favorite New Mutants.
Oh my God, I love Goober.
Love Goober.
I
Gotta
love
love Goober.
Raisinette.
Who's the one wasn't a mutant, was an alien, but just his power was he was lucky.
That was Lucky Rich.
Good old
The New
Lucky
Mutant.
Rich.
He
One
was
of
just
my
like, "Up."
faves.
They would be fighting somebody like Magneto or anybody in Las Vegas, and he's like, hold on a second. He would go over to one of the coin machines, and he would just pop something in. He didn't even have to pop anything in. He just touches it. It just shoots out. It says
So
big winner,
goddamn
and he's
lucky.
like, Lucky Rich struck again.
Now, of course, if you got thrown off there, of course, we all know that Wisp is very into pronouncing characters the right way, and he did call
Correct
him
me.
Magneto.
Oh,
not,
Big
not
Truck's dog is here.
Magneto. Not
No,
Magneto.
it's Magneto.
Oh, it's
like
Magneto.
It's,
It's
like
just
how
like
the
House
British say-
Harkonnen in Dune. When the whole time I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's House Harkonnen. We've all agreed it's Harkonnen.
Are you wait? Are we talking Dune again?
Oh,
Are
we're
you
talking
fucking
Dune
talking
again.
Dune again? Well, that would be great if the Dune float were coming by.
Of course, that was going to
Of
be
course.
having the
Well, it's gonna
members
come
of
through.
the premier Talking Dune
Chalamet.
podcast.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet hosts his own premiere Dune
He saw
podcast.
The Office ladies, and he's like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm going to do
there's
them
some
one
cash
better.
For me. There's some cash for Chalamet in there, and
And
we had
Chalamet's just
Chalamet
going
on.
page by page through all of
Page.
Dune and just trying to give
Yep.
you his interpretation of it.
He's like, It's basically Tremors.
He keeps saying, I mean, and the episodes are a minute long, so that's why we've got...
Basically. Hey, did you watch the movie?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hold on a second. What was the name of that movie? There is a Christmas movie on Channel 8 Plus.
Uh-huh.
And I cannot remember the name of it. But it's not Hot Frosty. I did watch Hot Frosty.
Oh, my God, Hot Frosty.
Hot Frosty.
Number one movie in America.
Sexy
Sexy
it
movie.
just goes to show that everybody, every woman, every man just wanted a version of Frosty the Snowman that they could pork. And thank you to Channel 8 Plus for completely realizing the nation and world's desires.
You know, we finally realized that when they made Rankin and Bass cut out all of that hardcore boning in the stop-motion classic Frosty
But you know how
Snowman.
long it takes to do that? You set up a shot, and then you get turned on, and you're like, I can't finish this. Give me a second.
The original cut had a full 20 minutes of Frosty getting an erection. And
That is 8 months of work.
8 months of work just moving a little tiny clay snow penis.
Tiny little, just like, oh, I got to take a break, guys. We're like, Rankin, come back here. And Bass is just like, I guess I got to do all this myself.
Bass was the most flustered of the two.
Oh, he's like,
100%.
And then Rankin breaks his knee, and he's like, oh, Rankin broke his goddamn knee. What am I
There's
gonna
all that
do?
footage, too, that you can find on YouTube of Rankin and Bass just fighting. Fighting
that's
because
the
they
best.
can't understand each other when they're arguing
They
about something.
cannot understand. Though you try to see Rankin and Bass try to schedule when their shows were going to be on. Like, good fucking luck.
And they
But
only
I
made
can't-
like 6 different stop-motion holiday things, but there are hours of them just screaming at each other.
Screaming
About scheduling
at each other.
Because Rankin thought they were scheduling one way, Bass thought they were scheduling the other, and then that goddamn broken knee came in.
And then
the whole time they finally
damn.
come together and they go, we got to work on this penis.
We gotta work on this penis, and then they did it, and the world was changed, and animation was changed. If you know what I mean, and by that you do know what I mean. And when I'm talking about what I mean, I'm talking about the good folks down at Rock Dolls. Keith Talons, one of the sponsors of our broadcast, right here at Hog Street, in front of Pizza Emporium. Thank you, Keith. For ponying out some dough so we could sit here on 2 very cold folding chairs with the worst plastic table you've ever seen and just a tied up tarp right above us.
Didn't pony up too much dough. Just a little bit of dough. I think because he spent all of his money making that special Chappelle Rowan dressed up Bunny Carlos rock doll. Which is, of course, as we know, is just Bunny Carlos dressed as Chappelle.
It's not Chappelle.
No,
It's
just
not,
like
no,
you
no,
say
no.
Magneto.
No, it's not a Magneto. Is it, Scotty, is that a Magneto? He's nodding yes. So I guess you are correct there,
Thank
sir.
you so much, good sir. And I got to say, you haven't lived until you've seen Bunny Carlos sing Pink Pony Party.
Oh,
with
my
4
God.
cigarettes dangling from his mouth. And the whole time he keeps going, this doesn't sound like Kate Bush. Stop
This
saying
doesn't
it.
sound
And
like
he mutters
Kate
it.
Bush.
And you're like, yeah, I mean, he's the one speaking truth. And that's it. But because of that, we got this crappy fold-out table. And I got to move, again, for this goddamn little kid who's trying to get another slice. You don't need another battery slice. My God, he's just getting so many AA batteries.
If you hear that in the background, I don't know if that means the parade is coming or if it means that the Gravitron is on.
Hard to tell.
It
Or
does
could it
sound
be
like-
the Gravitron float? Because there is, of course, I did hear
There
word
is
that the
a
Gravitron float was coming through. And it was
If
just
you
going to
thought the
shoot puke.
Oh,
as
here
it
it comes.
spun.
It's coming down. Here, well, let's listen for a second. Yeah, sounds like
Yep.
if you are lucky enough to be in the Gravitron right now, you are listening to Live Wire. Well, of course, we remember that from the Labor Day thing we did. Same sort of thing. Same table, same chairs. And there they go.
But it seems like it didn't
Good
even
stuff,
go
good
past
stuff.
us. It took a left.
Are we,
Before
Scotty,
Pizza
are we
Emporium.
not on the route?
Now I'm starting
That's
to
the
wonder.
question I'm starting to wonder now because it went that way down Hog Alley. Okay.
And I don't know why you'd set up a parade
Hands
to go
are
down
up.
Hog Alley. I'll just say that
Hands
right
are up. Yeah, right. I mean, don't go down. God, last time I went down Hog Alley,
My God.
2 new belly buttons.
My God.
Made from knife holes.
And who knifed you?
Oh, Nolte. We were in an argument.
Oh, okay. So it had less to do with Hog Alley and more about just being with Nick Nolte.
Well, there is an old saying here in Val Verde that it has less to do with Hog Alley and more to do with Nick Nolte.
That is an old saying. That was on our town charter for a long time.
Yeah, with Jean Valverde.
Jean-Baptiste Valverde.
Jean-Baptiste Valverde signing the town charter in 1843. He just knew. He just knew that Nolte was going to be a real fucking troublemaker.
Yeah. And he was
All right. Anything else, Scotty, coming up? Oh, what is this? Oh, good. Okay, this is just a dump truck that has pulled in front of our table.
Are you picking up the old pizza plates, or are you dumping old pizza plates on us?
Picking up the old pizza plates, and I'm dumping on the old pizza plates. You remember that song?
That was a beautiful
song.
Remember that song? I do remember that song.
That was Survivor.
Of course. One of my favorite Survivor songs.
The surviving members of Survivor.
The surviving members of Survivor they're going to be on a float, I heard, with the reboot of the cartoon Mask.
Oh, fuck.
And it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense why they're singing
whatsoever.
And so this dump truck is dumping pizza plates all over us, all over our table, and
oh God, get it off me.
I'm starting to think not even part of the parade. This is just a dump truck. Just doing its work.
I think this is just a regular old Val Verde dump truck.
Hold on, let me look at. Yep, it says right on the side. Regular old Val Verde dump truck, painted.
Hello, Mr. Dump Truck Driver Whisp Turlington here from 108.9 The Hog. And I was wondering, in the spirit of Christmas, if you could kindly fuck off. Only in the spirit of Christmas.
Would never ask any other time.
What do you think?
And more plates all over us.
More plates coming down.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe he'll move on.
This kid is coming through again, trying to get another slice. Jesus.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
All right.
Can I get through the door?
Yeah, just get. This is your 20th slice.
Can I talk on the radio?
You're not getting
All right, here, take my mic, kid.
No. Don't give him your mic, Wisp. Don't give him your
All
mic.
right, my name is Jackson McCarthy. Crosby, Stills,
Got a feeling I know where this is going.
Nash,
Uh-huh.
and Garlock, after my original daddy, who I ain't never met.
Excuse me, baking powder.
That's what Mama says all the time. She said, your daddy used to always say, "Squeeze me baking powder," whenever there was something that she said that Daddy didn't understand. And then you walked out that one day. Well, not you. I don't know your fucking last name for nothing. But she said, you still got the Crosby family. You still got the Stills family. You still got the Nash and McCarthy families, and the Garlock family don't mean shit. But she says, "Merry Christmas." When she says that, even if it's in March, she says, "Merry Christmas."
I think I remember this woman, actually.
My mother's name is Tammy.
I could have guessed that. You know what? This seems like it could be.
This is fucking insane, and I'm loving every second.
Could be the beginning of a Christmas miracle.
Talking.
This could be the beginning of the most popular movie on Channel 8 for this Christmas season, about a boy who finds his long-lost father, who is a DJ on a classic rock radio station. But you know what? Life ain't the movies, kid. Life ain't the movies. And Scotty, you got to pull this kid's mic. This kid's got to give him a slice, get him out of here. That's not what is happening. My God.
That is the breaks, kid. Go get your pizza on Uncle Wisp or your dad, who's right here. But you don't know that because you went right back into the place. That's insane.
I mean, he has a big life proclamation, big life realization, and just...
hold on. Let's listen. Okay, it's coming right by us. It's coming out of Hog Alley now.
Jesus.
Of course, the Gravitron float now going up Soundgarden Boulevard.
Right.
Nowhere close to us.
Nowhere close to us. Thought that it had realized it was on the wrong route, but now I'm realizing it might.
Maybe we're on the wrong route. I don't know. But if you want to be on the right route, especially when it comes to Christmas, and I'm talking Christmas 2028, you want to head on down to Drugmore and get all the things you need specifically for that Christmas. Not this Christmas. If you want something for this Christmas, you ain't going to find it at Drugmore. You know what else you can find at Drugmore? A bunch of loose pills in every bag. That's just what they say down on the corner, down at the Drugmore. What's your favorite thing about Drugmore, Geoff?
Oh, my favorite thing, the off-brand Gatorades that they have there.
Oh my God, tastes like gasoline.
Tastes like
But it
gasoline and
hydrates
lots
you.
of uncertain medical claims. Speaking of, they have a lot of brain juice there. They have been, oh my God, the best.
God, I'm so glad you brought up
So
brain
good.
juice. I am so glad. You go down to Drugmore. You get your now. Here's the thing about brain juice, Geoff. Let's go ahead and kill the. We talked Drugmore. We gave them their 20 cents
You
worth.
got your 20 seconds.
My favorite thing about brain juice is before a Geoff and Whisp show. I'm in my car. I'm in the back of the limo, and I'm just like telling the driver, like, just sit there. I'll be ready soon. And I'm like, what am I gonna say? I got nothing.
Your brain's busted.
My brain is busted.
That's a medical
I got
term.
nothing to talk about. I got brain bust up here.
Got brain bust.
Brain bust, brain dust.
Oh my God.
Right up
You don't
here.
want a brain bust to turn into a brain gust because that'll just
Oh
blow
my
right out
God!
your way.
You get a brain gust through here. It's off.
It's
or
off.
it could be on, son, because I'm gonna be all over you.
Exactly.
See, that didn't make sense.
Because
But
you didn't
know
have
what?
your brain juice. Because
I
as we
did
all know,
not have my
brain juice is a wonderful nootropic that I am so glad we finally got in this game because it is what is called in the medical biz a cure-all.
Ooh,
You
what
have
does that
any,
mean,
it-
Geoff?
Well, it means literally you have any issue, you just have to drink this weird little green juice because it will
So-
help everything. And this is not
I got a little
poisonous.
right here.
Now,
Scotty
as
put
you
it in
can
a
see on the bottle
mug
for
me.
brain juice,
Yep.
this is, of course,
Brain juice.
sponsored by Dr. Jimmy. And if Dr. Jimmy is going to
Oh.
sponsor anything,
Anything. He
You
doesn't
know.
sponsor anything. So the fact that he did this is what a boon for brain juice.
it's a boon for brain juice to get Dr. Jimmy. He's just screaming, leaky gut, leaky gut. And my God, it
Okay.
is full of 200% of your daily collagen needs. And it also has the fetus of a baby cow, which I can see it kicking in right in there.
Oh my God, it is kicking the hell out of my stomach.
That's probably also the little bit of wheatgrass, little bit of horny goat
I
weed.
tasted wheatgrass.
There's definitely a little lion's mane, and then there is about 5,000% of your daily recommended value of cocaine
Cocaine.
and caffeine mixed into a nice new molecule that's never been seen before until
See,
you got in brain juice.
you paused way too long there. Someone
Well,
needs a little brain juice.
Because as you all know, brain
Slurp
juice,
it
you
up
gotta
there,
keep
Hog.
you gotta keep re-drinking brain juice. You gotta have it every 5 minutes.
Every
Every 5 minutes. That's brain juice.
goddamn
And that's why I
minutes.
go down to Drugmore because they have the brain juice machine, and it's one of those Coca-Cola machines, and you can mix brain juice in with
Oh,
Coca-Cola.
Jesus Christ.
You right there?
Truck's back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that what that is? I thought I smelt it, and I thought that was maybe just the brain juice. That
You know,
breaks
if
my
you-
nose every now and then. I will say that is a side effect.
That is
Literally
a side
breaks
effect.
my nose.
If you smelled it, you dealt it, and that's brain juice,
That's
baby.
brain
That's all we
juice
can
right
do.
there.
That's all we can do. We're about 22 minutes into the live broadcast down here on Hog Street for the 2 days before Christmas annual Christmas parade. Not a holiday parade.
No.
This one's for baby Jesus.
This one's for Jesus.
This one
here.
is for the older Jesus that you never hear about. The
This is
one
not
that
for
they don't
middle-aged
write about.
crucified Jesus.
Nope. This is
He
about
gets
the
his own.
Jesus
He
that
gets
like,
his own day. All right.
down the road he got to chill.
He got
to chill. He moved to Pennsylvania.
Oh my God.
He moved to Allentown.
To start making his own lamps.
Yep, just started making his own lamps, and he's like, you know what? I'm retiring Jesus style.
Oh,
And you can still, like, his ancestors are still cranking out those gaudy looking apps.
Oh my God,
lamps.
They are
Right
crazy
up
looking.
there.
If you go
Allentown
to
lamps.
If you go to the Jesus style lamps from Allentown, if you go
Good
on
enough
their
for
app,
Jesus, good enough for you.
oh my God, they have so many gaudy lamps, and you
There
will
we
just
go. The truck's
freak out
gone.
looking at
Truck
them.
is gone.
Truck's gone.
Ah,
Thank God.
Jesus Christ. Somebody's pulling their own
What the hell
float.
is that?
And you know who it is? I know exactly who it is, Jeff.
Who is that?
He's on top of it playing the piano.
Oh boy.
Of course, our nemesis, Bob Seger.
My gosh.
Really what I'm going through.
It does look like Kathmandu.
Parade. I'm looking down at you.
Well, you are condescending.
Don't have no vivid for a holiday parade. And then the truck keeps going this way. And I keep playing on the piano away. It's what I want to do.
All right, we know what you want to do. Jesus.
There he goes.
All right,
God, thank
Seeger.
God.
My God.
Really? Is this literally... Scott, I got to ask you again. We're getting some of the worst floats we've ever goddamn
I mean,
seen.
just garbage.
Like, we don't even... Like, remember that one?
Oh, you got
You
it. Take
remember
a sip
that
of brain
one?
juice. Take a sip of brain juice.
I think I need a new sip because I think it's
God.
wearing off.
Mix it with bourbon. That'll help. That'll help.
You know what you could mix this with?
What's that? Eggnog? Oh, my God. You
Scotty,
got
fill me up.
You just
Gotcha.
got Kowal checked.
I Lakini that ass.
Of
But
course,
what
that
I'm
does
saying
remind me, we are supposed to be seeing the Get Kowal checked float that's coming in, his new prank show.
You get... see, I was going to ask you, is that an Elmore Leonard book
It's based off of an Elmore Leonard book, so I'm already glad that
about
you...
a prank show?
About a prank show, exactly.
Hosted by the lead singer for Live.
And,
See,
and Ed
he knew
Kowalczyk
what he was doing.
is in the book, and he's going by Ed Kowalczyk, but he's also a private detective
God.
in Pennsylvania.
Oh. Right. I mean, maybe he can find out
And trust
who's
me,
making those lamps right now.
he's getting those Jesus lamps, and he meets a lot of quirky characters, and he pulls pranks on them every single time. It's kind of a mix of Get Shorty and Impractical Jokers.
I'm looking for... I'm turning on the TV set. I'm looking through the guide, and I'm just like, I turn to the woman that takes care of me, Franny, and I say, Franny, if there's one thing I could use right now, it's a show that mixes Get Shorty with Impractical Jokers. But I'm talking Impractical Jokers when Joe Gallo was in.
When Joe Gallo
Not when
was
he's
in.
out.
Because now, of course, congratulations to Practical Jokers. They're on their 527th season.
God almighty.
My God.
Lucky 527 is what they always say.
I
If
mean, you
can make
wonder
it-
at what point
Them
is
and the Simpsons.
them and the Simpsons. They're in neck and neck. It's a
Neck
race.
and neck.
And I just wonder at this point, does anyone in America not know who Impractical Jokers are?
I hope not.
I hope not. I mean, I, of course, have never seen one episode of it, but, I mean, it seems like a lot of people have seen it.
Everybody's seen it.
But I've
And you know
seen
what else?
a lot of episodes of Get Kowalczyk because they send me the advanced DVD, and it is
Now, what
fantastic.
happens- See, I haven't seen an episode of that yet. Can you explain to me what happens in Get Kowalczyk?
All right, so it always starts with a case. It's a case of the week. And in the case, he keeps asking, who I got a prank?
Who I got a prank?
Can I keep my ponytail?
Can I give my phone? Oh, God, I asked that
What
question.
quirky characters
so
am I
much in
gonna meet?
1989.
And are they going to sound like Chicken and Egg, Elmore Leonard, Quentin Tarantino? And this is Kowalczyk talking.
I didn't know. I was looking at you, and I
You know why
first
that last question is always confusing every episode?
brain juice.
More wine. And he needs brain juice. He needs less wine.
God, I don't know about this brain juice, Jeff.
Oh, man, I know about
Because if anything, I feel like I'm a little more confused than I was before I did this.
Look, I want you
I
to
also
do yourself
feel a
a
little
favor.
scared.
No, you shouldn't feel scared. I want
What?
you to do yourself a favor. Look on your Instagram. Because I know you're a big Insta head.
Oh, fuck.
You're
going to
start seeing
Instagram.
all of your ads are
There
for
it is.
brain juice now.
Whoa.
And
Whoa,
as
Dave,
you see,
comedian Dave Holmes.
comedian Dave Hall, right there. Yep.
Loves the brain juice.
Loves the
Joe
brain juice.
Rogan's
Joe Rogan's loves the brain juice.
loves the brain juice.
Loves the brain juice.
Oh my God.
Although I'm realizing Dave Holmes' one is actually it's a 80s synth pop band that he's saying. He's
okay.
not for the juice.
Never mind.
Rogan's for the juice.
Rogan's for the juice.
Rogan's for the juice. That's for a different brain juice. But you're gonna start seeing, and trust me, it's
here you
gonna
go,
list
child.
off
Take
all
the
of the
mic.
medical problems that you want to get fixed. And a lot of podcast hosts are what the key here. Oh God, the kid's back.
I took the mic back.
Oh my God, kid, what are you doing?
I went inside of Pizza Emporiums and I had me a slice that had mac and cheese on it.
That's a good slice.
It had chicken fingers on it.
That's the double.
It had broccolis on it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And then my mama told me you was my daddy.
All right, can we get this kid some brain juice and get him back in there and get him a brain juice slice?
No, I gotta. That's the breaks, kids.
My God.
Try being Burlington Turlington, son. That's all I gotta
God.
say. Speaking of Burlington Turlington, I have made a decision this week, Jeff. And then, I guess we're just figuring things out until this goddamn parade starts. But I'm bringing back the Burlington Drink Factory.
Really?
I am going to reopen it right in its old location.
Which has stood vacant ever since it shut down.
Ever since it shut down.
And that
right
terrible,
down on Hog
terrible
Street.
horse fire.
Oh, my God. Now, I'm going to have to work very hard to get the smell of 82 burned-ass horses out of that building. And also make it kind of not look like a barn that it is.
'Cause it is.
A barn.
A barn.
A barn.
A barn.
For a while there, somebody tried to open it as Drink Barn. Did not work.
No,
because
not.
it didn't have the Burlington Drink Factory, je ne sais quoi. Now, that is French for Flavies.
Oh, my
Or
God. And I love those
flavors.
Burlington Flavies, I gotta
No,
say.
you go down there. But it's not going to be Burlington Drink Factory.
What are we going to call it?
It's going to be called Turlington Drink Factory.
Wow.
And you come down there, and you come right in after a hard day of work, and then you come into the barn just to see a bunch of other people working hard.
Wow.
Making your drinks at an assembly line. And they're just in there. You want a pina colada? There is somebody in there dressed up in dungarees just crying as they put one piece of it on. And then it goes down the line.
Beautiful.
And then somebody else puts a straw in. And then it goes down the line. And then the server picks it up, just fucking bawling their eyes out. And they come, they almost trip when they put it on your table. And that is the Turlington Drink Factory experience. And I can't wait to open it up right here in Val Verde. And we're
Sounds
going to have a good
fantastic,
time.
I gotta say. Like,
doesn't it sound good?
The Gilded Age theme is just going to be fantastic. Just the oppression makes the
my
flavors
God.
taste even better.
Well, I read what's that book? The Jungle?
Upton Sinclair.
Oh, good old Uppy Sinclair.
Which, by the way, we
Favorite
are
author.
supposed to be getting an Upton
Where
Sinclair
is that
float
Upton
coming,
Sinclair float?
where we're going to watch mannequins that are falling into meat grinders.
Wait.
And
Which one? Mannequin 1 or 2?
It's going to be Kim Cattrall
Okay, good.
falling into the
and
meat
Andrew
grinder,
McCarthy.
and she comes
He's just
out
like,
as
where's
the
the rest of the brats?
she comes out of the meat grinder as the other mannequin from Mannequin 2 on the Move.
Jesus Christ. Did you know that Andrew McCarthy created that toy Bratz?
My God. Is that why he thinks he's part of the Brat Pack? Because I read
That's
that
the only
goddamn
reason.
article, and they hardly mention him, and I don't know
That's the
why
only
he thinks
reason.
it ruined his life so much.
It's like these little dolls ruined, and I think there was confusion. Yeah, of course, we all talk about the Bratz dolls. They were very popular in the late 90s. It was all
Wonderful
of
dolls.
all these little girls and women that,
With
that
giant,
live
weird,
on the
big
streets.
eyes, just being jerks.
Big eyes, and they're fun, they're dangerous, they're hip. They're the late 1990s.
Late 1990s.
Which is, that's how I lived in the late 1990s. I was fun, I was dangerous, I was hip, and I had much bigger eyes.
Oh, my God. I've seen pictures. They were
Oh, my God.
huge.
I went to Dr. Jimmy
Gotta cut these puppies down.
January 1st, 2001. I said, Jimmy, it's time to cut these puppies down.
Yeah. That'll do
Speaking
it.
of Dr. Jimmy, we should be seeing at this time the Dr. Jimmy float.
Which is going to
Coming
be
down,
after
but,
the Andrew McCarthy Brat Pack float, where he's just
Right.
giving a TED Talk explaining
Right.
the difference between the Brat Pack and Brats.
Which
the
is
dolls.
right after the St. Elmo's Fire float with all of the people from St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh, my God.
performing the song St. Elmo's Fire.
And one of the best songs that makes no
see.
sense to be in that movie.
I wanted to see it.
I mean,
Hey,
Wiz, can I ask you, who was your favorite member of the Brat Pack?
Oh, God. Leonardo DiCaprio.
He's a little bit later.
Wait a second. Am I mixing up the Brat Pack with the Pussy Posse?
Yeah, as we always
that happens every day. That happens so much, especially on a holiday parade route.
My God.
I am just like, maybe that's the brain juice that's just not working up here.
Brain
but,
juice is popping, because I was about to say Mayor Whittingham is my favorite member of the
Really?
Brat Pack. But
Well, I am going to go Fisher Stevens.
Fisher Stevens, because you
Yep.
loved his turn in Short Circuit. No
Loved
problem with that.
Oh, my God. One of my best friends in the entire world, Fisher Stevens. I think I've told this story on the show before, where he was like, should I do the face thing?
Yeesh.
And I was like, no. And he's like, never mind. I never asked you.
Wow.
And then he did it. I was
He
invited.
didn't get the answer he wanted. That's
did
what it
not.
really boils down
He
to.
did not. And then Nolte gave him the answer he
Oh,
wanted, and
yeah,
I was
He
Nolte's.
stabbed him 2 times. He goes, you do the face. You do the face.
He's doing the face. He's just,
And the 2 times he goes, I guess I'm doing it for Short Circuit too as well.
stab me 2 times. That was my Jim Morrison.
That was a
Would you-
I gotta say, fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic
Thank you.
Jim
Thank you.
Morrison.
Everybody's looking at me. That was my Jim Morrison, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna see that on Fridays soon. I can tell you that.
Oh, my God.
My God,
Did you
Fridays.
watch-
I'm so glad. The Fridays, the 50th anniversary of Fridays.
Oh, my
Bringing
God.
back
Did you
all the
read-
celebrities.
Did you read that article in Variety Times?
Oh, my God. I can't.
About
One, I
50
can't believe they
years
got
of Fridays.
every great cast member of Fridays back
They
for
were
that cover.
all back. And then, that interview with Michael Richards
My God.
just really tugged on the old strings in these hearts.
It was a beautiful interview and a beautiful article that said almost nothing about the show.
And the Michael Richards Laugh Factory float was supposed to be coming down here at this time.
Luckily, I'm actually
nothing.
getting a note that he didn't take Nick Nolte's advice and decided
Oh,
against
thank God.
having the Laugh Factory
Thank
float come down.
God.
So that one
come
makes
on.
sense why we're not seeing it.
Friday's 50th is already
Friday's 50 is a bit beyond
problematic
the pale.
enough.
Yes.
It's problematic enough.
Problematic enough.
but
Of
my
course, the
God.
problematic enough float will be
Yep.
coming right after that.
Andy Dick. He's going to
It's
be
just-
singing.
it's just Andy
He's
Dick.
going to be singing "Why Can't We Be Friends" by War.
My God. And he'll be wearing that or reggae hat that Adrian Brody was wearing
Oh my
on
God!
Fridays,
How did he
that
get
one
that?
episode.
How
did he
get
get that?
that?
How did
Oh.
who gave him that hat?
How did he get that? Was my favorite sketch on Fridays that they did in
Oh
the
my God.
mid 2000s.
They never stopped repeating the catchphrase.
They never. How did he get that?
And there would be the voice of reason in the sketch would just keep saying, well, what are we doing here?
Wait, guys. Are we in a commercial break? I don't know if this was on the production schedule. And they're like,
Do we even have commercial breaks here?
speaking of commercial breaks, if you need anything risky or anything Jake, you go to Risky Jake's.
Asshole,
Risky Jake's.
asshole, it's party o'clock. So
Now, this is where they would kick it in, and we were supposed to see the float, and they would have performed the whole thing right here
course.
at this time that they purchased. But you know what? That's right. It's party o'clock somewhere, and it's always party o'clock down at Risky Jake's S-Hole, Hog Street, right on down there. I'm going to be heading down there right after this. If it ever starts, maybe I'll head down there now.
I mean, it feels like it's hard. I'm so used to, because that's our tradition. We go down to Risky Jake's after the 2 days before Christmas parade happens. But
Yep.
if it never starts, I mean, this is a real, like, Zen koan right here. This is a Buddhist question. If the parade never starts, can you go to Risky Jake's and really find out if they sell everything there?
If the parade never starts.
Can you go to Risky Jake's? Dun, dun, dun.
Eyeing little girls with bad intent.
That's Nick Nolte. That sign is about Nick Nolte. That lyric was always about Nolte, by the way. My God.
Oh God.
Of course,
I would give
at this
anything.
point, we should be seeing the eyeing little girls with bad intent
Little
float.
girls. The aqua lung float was supposed to be going right in front of us right now, and I was supposed to give.
That was going to be a
Anderson his food
barrage
back.
of problematic classic rock lyrics that we aren't going to get into, hopefully.
We're not getting into those.
Not getting into
We're
those.
not. You know what else we're not getting into?
What are we not getting into?
It's the Ocean 17 float coming down here
Oh,
now.
my
This
God.
and this is they tried to get. This is the movie coming out in theaters for Christmas, where they're like, one more heist, guys.
One more
We're gonna
heist.
get into the bank vault that nobody can get into or out of, and they get. Spoiler: I was at the premiere yesterday. They get in. They did.
They did it. And the
They
thing
did.
is, this one was supposed to be the Ocean's 11
Yep.
and then the Ocean's 9 women working together.
No.
But
You
then
mean
they
Ocean's 8?
started doing the promotion. Then they're like,
no,
wait a
Ocean's
second.
9 was the same. It was the
That's
same.
Ocean's 20. We're so far off. And they're like, we're not going to get there. We got to just make it Ocean 17.
When I was a young Wisp Turlington learning math, when I had to do my oceans test, failed it every time. I cannot add one oceans to another.
When they changed math from that base math to Ocean's math, we were all
Base,
shit out of luck.
how low can you go?
Death row?
What a brother know. Yep, that's true.
And that's
what
how
I
you
would
would
say
figure
when they
out
would
2
give me
plus
that
2
test.
equals 4.
4.
4.
That's all I need. I just needed Chuck D, who was my math teacher for a little while.
Great math teacher.
Really good math teacher. But
Terminator
players would
X
come in
subbed
all
one
the
day,
time,
and
and
he
then
was-
he'd just yell.
Terminator X didn't say anything when he subbed.
Nothing.
He just
Nothing.
stood there, and you're like,
Okay.
history? Or we going to do home ec? And he just, big sunglasses on.
Well, speaking of big sunglasses, here comes the Elton John float. And
Oh,
of
my
course, he can't see anymore, which is very sad.
Rest
and
in
nothing
power
to make fun of.
For
But
Elton
his
John's
eyes.
sight.
But he's still wearing the biggest pair of sunglasses you've ever seen as it goes right by us
My God.
right now. And that, I mean, honestly, that was the best float I've seen this entire parade.
I mean, one of the few floats
In
we've seen this entire
time.
parade. I mean,
out of
that's
what,
probably-
3?
That's 3 so far.
Was that 3
2
so far,
Gravitrons
Scotty?
in the distance. You can't count the dump truck.
Ah, shit, make it 3.
Well,
Here it
boy,
comes. It's
my
finally
God.
coming down. Of course. These people have been in this it's a never-ending Gravitron ride
Never-ending.
for them.
No.
And God bless them.
And
God
now,
bless you all.
yeah, no, they're turning up Kirk Hammett Way, and they're just going to the top of Mount Hetfields. Oh, boy.
There they are. Well,
Mountain
you know, I
version
guess,
of James Hetfield's going to be getting some puke on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when it hits him, he's going to go, no.
No. Well, you know what, guys? I think we are honestly going to wrap this up because
It's
I
not
mean,
happening.
How are you going to... Maybe that was our Santa. Maybe we just have to face facts that Elton John wearing a very big pair of sunglasses and not being able to see us as he goes by was this year's Santa at the 2 days before Christmas annual Christmas parade here
You
on
know what?
Hog
To
Street.
be honest, that's better than Santa.
You know what else?
What else?
I got to be honest.
Be honest
I'm
with
still
me.
standing.
Hey, I got to be honest here. Rocket
What's that?
Man.
Hey, man, I got to be honest. Benny and the Jets.
Wow. Rest in power, Benny, though.
Hey, I got to be
No,
honest.
but this is a good. This is a in memoriam for Benny, who
The
died
one.
from Benny and the Jets.
All I ever needed was the one. I wish he would have sung that going. If he would have seen me, he would have known. He's like, oh, that's Wisp's favorite Elton John song.
Mine, of
Oh,
course,
God, I
is
couldn't.
Ego, but you know,
Really?
my favorite Elton John song.
What about Nikita? Do you like Nikita?
And Nikita's fine, but it was,
He's like,
you know, Greg
Nikita
Lemonsour
is
turned me on to
dancing.
Ego. He's the one who said, hey, and this is my Greg. This isn't Greg. This is my Greg
Oh, my
impression.
God, I thought he wasn't allowed. He's no longer allowed at the 2 days
He's
before.
not allowed because of
ever
last
since
year,
the
we
Lou
can't-
Reed
yeah,
float
it
went
was-
through,
wow.
and he just plopped himself right up on it.
He just started hugging the leg of the Lou Reed impersonator.
And Laurie Anderson is just bashing him.
Just hitting
With
him
her
hard.
fist.
Just
Hitting
screaming, oh, Superman. The whole
I
time.
loved every second of it. That's got to be the best 2 days before Christmas Day.
It was one
I
of the
guess
best.
that would make it. Does that make this Christmas Eve?
It's
I always
Christmas
hate it when
Eve.
people joke that and they say, "Oh, we're Christmas Eve," and I'm like, "Fuck you."
Wow. Wow.
And then you know what else I say?
What do you say?
Don't let the sun go down on me.
It's beautiful.
Do you know what else I say?
What else do you say?
Circle of life.
Wow.
And we've had one heck of a circle of life and a circle of fun right down here at the 2 days before Christmas annual holiday parade.
And
on
Wisp, I gotta say,
108.9
I've had a
The-
blast with you.
You know what? I have had such a good time. I would say, truthfully, someone
honest.
saved my life tonight.
Wow.
Someone saved my life tonight. Well, hi, happy holidays, all you slobs, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers. Drink your brain
Okay.
juice.
Scotty, turn off the mics.
Turn it up. There's no goddamn parade. Why did we do this?
fucking parade.
What a Crazy. waste
of goddamn
You kidding me?
Yeah, I love it. Oh, I love it. Man.